format that involved several media. Menck looked at New Orleans 5 years after the events surrounding Hurricane Katrina, and she asked, is food a way for individuals and groups to make meaning following critical change events such as the failure of the federal levee system in New Orleans? A study found there are 4 common leadership discourses in talking about food in relation to critical change, including culture, ecology, economics, and politics. This dissertation integrates multimedia to express data and findings and is accompanied by 26 audio files, truly bringing to life the dissertation text with rich oral histories by research participants. Claire's an international award-winning chef, a restaurateur and a scholar. She's also a passionate advocate for social media and research in disaster recovery, with continuing work on her website, Girl Chef.
El siguiente premio de innovación es otorgado a Jessica Claire Menck. Ella es estudiante de doctorado, de PhD en liderazgo y cambio en la Universidad de Antioquia, Estados Unidos. En su disertación, recetas para resolver los problemas de alimentación en las zonas postdiluvio de Nueva Orleans, luego del huracán Katrina, ella realizó entrevistas a los afectados por el fenómeno meteorológico y les preguntó si es que el alimento era una forma en la cual los individuos y los grupos de personas podrían hacer un seguimiento significativo al cambio crítico o a los eventos críticos que sucedieron durante esa falla del gobierno federal o del sistema federal de Nueva Orleans. En su estudio ella encontró que hay 4 discursos de liderazgo común que hablan acerca de los cambios críticos que incluyen la cultura, la ecología, la economía y la política. Ella aún continúa trabajando con sus esfuerzos y ella es una restauradora, una académica y también es una apasionada por los medios sociales y continúa con su trabajo de recuperación en su página web Gircha.
I didn't start out on the project being a big advocate for open access of information and data because I didn't know what that meant. When I started my dissertation, I had 2 goals in integrating multiple media into the document. One, and I think the most important, is that I wanted to give a voice to the communities that had agreed to work with me. And I didn't feel adequately prepared to do that myself. So including audio recordings and other documents allowed me to allow them to speak to the people who interacted with the document. The second reason that I wanted to integrate digital components, specifically audio, was that I wanted other researchers to be able to triangulate or check the work that I had done. I knew that I could cherry pick a lot of quotes because I had a lot of great material and I could have picked a lot of things out of it. I actually cut quite a few things. But what I wanted other researchers to be able to do was to understand the context of those quotes and to check my data. Had I accurately heard and represented what the people were saying to me? So including the audio files was very important for me. Along the way, I ran into a lot of stumbling blocks, both with my committee who allowed me to do the work and allowed me to include it, but I was warned not to let the actual data itself run the dissertation, but to make sure that the document itself was of high quality. They let me put in the additional audio files and the additional materials, but they didn't necessarily support me in the process because they didn't understand what the process was. I also really struggled with a lot of the technical components of it, and so I thank you very much for allowing me to be at this conference to talk to other scholars who've had that experience. And finally, early in my studies, when I contacted another scholar about using their data set, specifically their interviews, I was told, no, that's my material. And I said respectfully to that researcher, no, those are those people's stories. It's my hope that digital components in any kind of research or documents gives voice to the communities that allow us to come in and work with them, and that it also opens up exploration of things that we don't even know we need to look at yet. So thank you. And thank you to my university, Antioch University, the chair of my committee, Richard A. Kudo, and of course my family, but most importantly the city of New Orleans and the people that allowed me to work with them. Thank you.